What's going on, guys? My name is Wade with TechDaily, and we are back with another episode of Top Tech for the month of October. A little late to the game here, I know, but at least it's not the last day of the month, so I'd say that's definitely a success. As you guys know, this is where I feature some random and interesting tech items and also give one of them away to one of you guys. So if you want to win something featured here, all you have to do is, of course, be subscribed to the channel and leave a comment down below letting me know what you might want, and I'll pick a winner in next month's episode. Here is the winner from September's video last month, so if you see your name here, be sure to check your YouTube messages. And one last thing, if you do see something here that interests you, I'll of course have links to all the products at their cheapest prices down below in the video description, so be sure to check there as well. First up, we have a brand new and pretty interesting product from Spec that's meant to make pop sockets a thing of the past. This is their new Grab tab, and the idea here is that this sticks on the back of your phone and transforms into a little loop to slide your finger into so you can get a better hold on your device. They come in a whole bunch of colors and designs, and they're very inexpensive too, which is always nice. And basically the way they work is you just slide up the middle portion there, it clicks into place, and you now have a loop for your finger. And when you don't need it anymore, it slides back down nice and flat and stays out of your way. Personally, I've never been into pop sockets before, to be totally honest, but I've actually been rocking the Grab tab on my iPhone XS Max for the last 2 weeks, and I found it pretty useful. The XS Max is a big phone, and it's nice to have a little extra support sometimes, and I do actually drop my phone on my face while I'm laying on the couch more times than I care to admit, so this definitely helps with that problem. It's also sturdy enough to double as a phone stand when you're binge watching your favorite Netflix shows or catching up on the latest tech videos, and the Grab tab is slim enough to work with wireless charger too, so it won't get in the way of that at all. For 10 bucks, it's definitely a nice little product. Next, we have a pretty awesome and very affordable RGB mechanical keyboard from the folks at Aoki. This is their KM-G3 keyboard with a full 104 keys and fully customizable backlight that can really add a lot of flair to your desktop setup. First off, I think the most important question with any mechanical keyboard is what kind of key switches come with it. And the KMG3 has the Automu Blue switches, which make the keyboard as a whole more affordable, but are still great switches. They do give you a very tactile, very clicky feel overall, and the typing experience is solid and very responsive. The keyboard itself has this sort of rough brushed metal design with exposed screws, which looks really awesome, and the keys obviously stand up and pop right off the housing, so you get a whole lot of travel with each key press too. I think the big selling point here though is that backlighting. You've got a ton of different modes and customization options here, from solid single colors from the whole keyboard to color changing pulsating designs to key triggered colors as you type, and you can even change the color of individual keys too. There's really an infinite possibility of customization to really make the keyboard stand out or match your setup properly. And while a lot of other mechanical keyboards can cost $100 or more, this one is on Amazon right now for just 65 bucks, and I think with everything you're getting here, it's a really great deal. If you ever find yourself misplacing those precious items around your house, Mint has pretty much been the go-to item finder for a number of years now, and they just released their new Mint H beeper system that lets you tag and track up to 6 of your most important things with ease. I've reviewed Mint trackers before on this channel, and I've always been a fan, but I like the Mint H for one reason in particular. There's no app to download, no setup required. It's a simple plug-and-play system with 6 trackers and the remote, and the batteries are even included. The idea here, obviously, is that you hook one of these trackers to something like your keys, or maybe you stick one in your wallet if it's always going missing, or perhaps even a backpack or bag. And if the item is ever misplaced, you can use the remote to have the tracker play a sound, and you can hopefully figure out where it might be. The trackers are obviously pretty small and super lightweight, so they can hang on or stick to just about anything, and the remote has each tracker button coordinated obviously with an area at the bottom to write down what each color tracker is attached to. Of course, the system is only useful if the item is nearby enough to hear the sound the tracker is playing, and it doesn't have any sort of GPS functionality. For that, you'd need one of the other trackers Mint offers, but for keeping track of those smaller pesky items that tend to get left in the most random places around your home, for 20 bucks, this is a nifty little system. Last but not least, we've got yet another wireless Qi charger, and I gotta be honest here, I have featured a lot of wireless chargers on this series in the past, and it is harder and harder now to find ones that are genuinely interesting or particularly useful. Nowadays, they all are sort of the same, but I think this one here packs a lot of cool extras that makes it worth it. On the surface, it is your standard wireless fast charger for iOS and Android. It's got an LED light bar at the bottom that stays green when it isn't charging a device, and blue when it recognizes your phone and starts to do its thing. You've got a built-in power plug around back, and all that stuff by itself is fine. But you'll notice that it is not only a USB hub too, but also a whole power hub with 2 full-size power plugs on either side and 2 more USB ports on top. So not only can you wirelessly charge your iPhone, but you can plug in 2 more USB devices, get those charging too, and you have 2 more actual full-size power plugs for like a laptop or a light or anything else you want to plug in. The fact that this is basically an all-in-one USB power outlet and Qi charger makes it well worth the $30 price tag, because you're basically getting 2 or 3 devices in one, and it's honestly probably one of the most useful additions you can make for your desk setup. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of Top Tech. Definitely let me know what your favorite item was and what you'd like to win, of course, in the comments down below. Also, be sure to follow TechDaily on Twitter and subscribe to the TechDaily YouTube channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys later.